Changing the ACC. Is there anything about the conference? I know that the conference, this is probably not the best timing for me in asking what you would change about the ACC coming off such a successful 2016. But if there's something about the conference you would change.
Yeah, I mean, they have had a lot of success lately, and some of the other teams are coming up. But one thing that we've seen in the ACC recently, over the last few years, is that there have been two powerhouse teams, Clemson and Florida State. Miami really has not been up to the level that they were at before they joined the ACC. Of course, that could all start to turn around now with Mark Richt, but I think it would be nice to see Florida State in one division and Clemson in the other. Right now, they're both in the Atlantic Division. The only team that really you see some very strong potential from right now in the Coastal Division would be Miami, perhaps. But it'd be fun to be able to see every single year one of those two powerhouses or both of those two powerhouses in the conference game. Up until now, either Florida State or Clemson has gotten to go every single year, and there's just not as much competition from some of the lower end teams that you see there. So I think it would be nice. Obviously, you've got Louisville that's in that division as well. So that the Atlantic Division is really stacked. I think it would be nice to see a little bit more evening out between the two divisions.
What is great about that, and an easy fix for the ACC, unlike some of the other conferences. So I hear the same thing mentioned about the Big Ten in particular. Most of the best teams are in the East. It's lopsided in regards to competition, but they've got an East-West geography split, so they really can't do much about that. The SEC is the same way. The Pac-12 goes north and south, but seems pretty balanced. What's great about the ACC is they named the Atlantic and the Coastal. I don't even really know what those mean, but they both seem as though they're geographic vague, if that's a term, and they can go wherever they want with that. And since they've got teams as far as like 500 or 600 miles inland, they're pretty free to do whatever they want there.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that, but you're right. You really could kind of shuffle the deck a little bit.
Yeah, Atlantic and Coastal. Basically, to me, that speaks of both being on the coast. Atlantic Ocean, coast to the Atlantic Ocean. So they've got a lot of flexibility there. I like that. Clemson and Florida State split them up, and possibly we see Florida State and Clemson playing about 8 of every 10 ACC championship games, but that's another matter.